What do you want?
The views and opinions expressed in the following podcast do not necessarily reflect those of the DBM Production Empire. That's how you know it's good.
You're listening to the DBM Production Empire.
DBMPE.
Now celebrating 10 years on the air, online, and in your ears.
My God, has it been that long?
Join the millions of subscribers and be a part of the Empire today at www.dvmpe.com.
Oh my God!
Whoo! Good God, it is ripe in there.
Whoever blew up the hole, thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
You guys are great. You guys were
Ooh,
great.
you saved us.
Great-
I mean, it
great
was
digging.
it was his fault, but whatever.
My fault?
Yeah, it's your fault.
You're the one who set up this meeting in a hole.
You said you wanted to go on a Disney cruise. I found the guy that it's named after.
You found a guy named Terry Disney Crews.
Okay, so he's an actor and he founded the cruise line.
But he's not. He doesn't even look like Terry Crews, and there's nothing Disney about him.
What are you talking about? His middle name is Disney. Look,
Doesn't matter.
Here's his business card.
Oh.
What does it say on the business card?
It says Terry Disney Crews.
Exactly.
That's it.
That's
all it says.
So he's no nonsense.
But how did you find him then?
I looked him up.
In what, the yellow pages?
On the internet. He was on the 17th page of Google.
Oh my God!
I typed in Disney Cruise and I found him right away after only an
After
hour.
an hour of the thing. And then, the hell did you go further in the hole for? Like, we met at the base of the hole.
I lost my Super Bowl.
Oh my God!
What? It's my favorite one. It's
I know.
blue. You know that's my favorite one.
I know you.
What, I'm just going to leave my Super Bowl
No.
in the Cave of Wonders?
No.
Beta edition?
No,
'cause they
but
didn't
I
put the
wonder
front on
what
it
we were
yet.
doing here in the first place. That's the only wonder. We missed the Aladdin premiere.
Damn it. That's the whole reason I wanted to book this, so we could come see the Cave of Wonders and then watch the movie.
Yeah, Lion King comes out in like a week.
You want to go to Africa?
No. Oh man, what's going on, everybody? This is Stephen's Talking Stupid on DBM Production Empire. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear, and we read the stupid, so you don't have to. We also get stuck in a cave,
Yep,
so you don't have to.
that's right.
Don't do it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. We have all this stupid news from a month ago, and figured, oh, this is so fresh.
Right.
And then
Fresh
we get,
out of a cave, fresh.
ugh. And I mean, we know nothing stupid has happened since then, so we're just going to cover all of those stories and be like, oh, the world's perfect now.
Yeah.
It's definitely
From it.
Definitely nothing's wrong.
No, so everything's good.
We did it. We beat
did
it.
We beat
We got
stupid.
we got the high score for America. We got 1777. So we just beat the high score.
Just by one.
Now the initials ass are in the top 10 scoreboard list. Idiot. It goes ass, USA,
Pooh.
and then Tom. Fuck that guy. No, we've had quite a bit of fun.
Oh yeah.
You've been doing like 1,300 shows a week or something like that?
Pretty much.
And I, up until 2 weeks ago, had different days off every week because we had one person in the kitchen.
One person in the kitchen.
But now we're fully staffed, and I got my days back.
Days back.
And you got one of your improv groups just got written up in the paper for being
we're
leading,
internet paper famous.
Yeah, you are a leading cause of sex offenders in the greater northwest suburbs.
Night Moose.
I thought I saw that on the banner somewhere.
That's right. No, we it's funny because we do this thing for a place called Steel Beam Theater, and these people, it's in St. Charles, and they're the nicest people in the world.
Yeah.
And they had no idea what improv it was or is. They still don't, I don't think. But it's okay.
They're
'cause
watching
they come
you
in
like, we're going to figure it out.
Well, the first time we did it, there wasn't a whole lot of people there because, like I said, they didn't know. So they wanted to do something for their subscribers. And the one thing I noticed that was the weirdest part about it was the audience was probably like 10 people. And it's not a big theater.
That's the weirdest part?
No, it's the way they were set.
Oh.
It was this like...
It's already the worst. I can imagine.
2 people in the corner up top,
No.
2 people down low,
No.
2 people like left center,
I hate
and then 2 people in the other corner, and then 2 people like center. And I was just like, who set this thing?
Everyone's given their dates hand jobs, and they don't want to be in the trajectory of anyone else.
No, it turns out that they own those seats. Because they are subscribers, and they bought their seat.
So that's their season ticket.
That's their season ticket, and those are their seats. Some of them have sponsored a seat.
Dave and Martha, you can come down to the front.
No, we will not.
Look, I mean,
listen.
The entire front row is free.
Son, listen. We purchased these seats with our hard-earned knitting money.
No one's saying you haven't.
Ethel here. Ethel has knitted cozies for the internet, and she's #1 Etsy shop online.
I can appreciate that. In fact, I'm probably going to hit you up for that store afterwards. But please, if you'd like, you could just join us right down here.
We're going up here in the back.
Sir, I'm just...
What if those two... What if Tom and Bridget show up? Then it's going to be awkward. Ever been to the movies where you...
Well, then you can move to the seats right next to them.
I don't own those seats, son.
I understand that.
Listen,
we're just trying to fill the seats.
I'm not going to be able to tell your generation about ownership because you don't own shit. But I worked hard to be 75 years old in St. Charles, Illinois.
You worked hard to be 75. All you have to do is just live. That's not that hard.
You don't know how hard it used to be.
I'm halfway there. I haven't even
This was before they cured polio, son.
That's fair. I heard they're bringing it back.
They're bringing it back. It's retro. Retro illness. No, but anyway, nicest people in the world. And then we started to see maybe a few more people. And then now they have their own improv group, and they're called, I think it's Four of Diamonds. And then they have this thing, and they added to it called Joker's Wild.
So they went from having nothing to you guys introducing them. Now they have a house team?
Yeah.
Well, good for them.
Right? And they're doing it. They're doing something. It's fun.
They're doing something. Yeah, you know what? Good for them.
The house team, then the house team will do some stuff, and they have a band plays, and then in between scenes, and then we go on, and then we do our long form, The Moose, and they're getting more and more into it because long form's intimidating to begin with, but let alone a form that the team has created, and then you're doing it now with the team, and we never really rehearsed with them, so it was gonna be great. Mm-hmm. But a lot of it was just I don't know, let's try this, let's do this. So it's been fun. The only downside to it was they called it the Night Moose Improv Jam. Now we started getting solicitations from other groups.
Yeah.
Wondering if they could come and play with us on the show. And we did not know why.
Yeah.
None of us knew why. And I'm just whatever.
You just all thought you had the really cool video game system. All the neighborhood kids want to come play my PlayStation.
They want to come play with us. And I was like, how did they know? How did they know about it and whatever? And then I had seen that it was on the website and whatever, and it was listed as a jam. And in the improv world, a jam is essentially everybody can come and play.
Yeah.
And that's what that word means in the improv world. So
Same
we're still
with
listed as a jam, so we haven't had to have any hard conversations really yet. But probably one day someone will show up and be like, "Is this the jam?" And you'll be like, wrong jam. See, we got a band, and the band jams, and then we get up, and it's more of a jelly scenario.
Yeah, if anything, we're trying to preserve the integrity of the show here. Are you jelly about it?
Are you jelly that you are not a part of the preservation?
You hors d'oeuvre ass bitch.
But they're really cool. They're a lot of fun. I might actually do theater there, and I haven't done a play in a billion years.
Play jam?
Yeah, it'll be a play jam.
I notice you're killing it right now with the play that you're doing, but can I come up and be an alien?
I had this really great subplot that I came up with when I was walking in.
I know
I know that Felix and Oscar, you guys are like an odd couple, but what if I'm like Stuart and I like try to make peace between the two of you throughout it?
Yeah, and I came in on like, I don't know, like a Pegasus that shoots fire. You guys can build that real quick, right?
Cut to the scene, the famous Oscar monologue. We're all out of cornflakes. F you. And then Stuart goes, oh.
Wow, bro.
Felix, come on. And then it's like, it took me 3 hours to realize that FU stood for Felix Unger. And then Stuart goes, oh, so it was just a misunderstanding. See, you guys can be friends.
Yay!
Flame.
Reading Rainbow.
Just like Neil Simon intended. Anyway, but yeah, that's one of the multiple things I'm doing aside from shows at Second City and the Comedy Shrine and wherever else people will let me do things.
Yeah, we were going to record this last week, but someone had an audition at the last minute.
I did.
I don't know how you secured it at 1:30 in the morning when you texted me.
I forgot to tell you.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm just sitting awake. I'm like, I don't got to work tomorrow. If it's great, we can record a podcast. What? Who's texting me at this hour?
Me.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure if you book if you book an audition at 1:30 in the morning, oh, Patrick's doing porn now.
Yep. What? I just go. I go to the alley, and then I slate for him. Hi, my name is Patrick Newsom from Chicago, Illinois. All right.
You wanna? Let's just get into some stupid.
Sure.
Because it's been a while, and I want to make fun of some motherfuckers. So, have you ever gotten any like cosmetic or beauty work done?
Yeah.
Obviously. Boom roasted.
I got a facial once.
Oh, well, that's what we're talking about.
Oh,
a facial.
look at that.
Yeah,
It was weird.
What kind of facial?
It was like, so my ex-girlfriend Sabrina,
The Teenage Witch.
yes. Well, it's funny. So her name was Sabrina. Then there was her other sister Selena, and then the older sister
singer.
Samantha. And it was all like
From Sex and the City.
Bewitched names.
Oh. I was putting them in 3 different universes.
Yeah, no, it's just Bewitched. But anyway, so the witch, Sabrina, teenage witch. But her sister did. It was always hilarious too, because I never understood why the three of them didn't go into business, because Sabrina was a massage therapist, Selena was a hairstylist, and Samantha was like an esthetician. Is that what whatever whoever does like the facials and
Sounds right.
yeah, I think it's esthetician. And I'm like, you guys have a fucking salon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just don't hate each other so much.
Ooh,
you
that's
know?
probably the reason.
That's probably the reason. But at any rate, I had this this blackhead on the thing, and she's like, "Oh, Samantha can take care of that." And we'll go upstairs, and I was like, "I've never had that," and it was like, it was weird, like because it's pretty much like a facial peel kind of scenario.
Yeah.
I did not enjoy it, especially like the steam that they use to like exfoliate and everything. She's like, "Yeah, just put your face." It's like essentially like put your face in your you steam your slacks for a wedding. Just put your face in there. It's gonna do wonders for your complexion. I think it's burning off my skin.
It's just really opening your pores.
Yeah, wide open.
Well, speaking of wide open pores, 2 former clients of a New Mexico spa that offered vampire facials have been diagnosed with HIV.
The vampire facial.
Well,
I want to open your pores.
Yeah, I don't know why they fucking do it. It's plasma is extracted from a client's own blood, then injected into their face.
Okay.
So it's it's like a hair transplant, but for blood plasma in your face.
Is it a collagen thing? Is it a
Nope.
I don't get it.
They extract plasma from yourself,
But it's already in you.
and then it's like a
just
hair
not in your-
transplant.
not in
When
your
you take
face.
it from like the back of your head and put it on the top of your head.
Is that what you're doing? No, is that what's happening?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm just aging gracefully.
Okay, cool.
What? You can't even tell it's happening. It's the best doll hair they have.
So there's like, it's Raggedy Andy doll hair.
He's a classic.
I told him I would make it red.
Someone say iconic.
They say I look distinctive at the FAO Schwartz.
I get first priority at the American Girl store.
Distinguished. Anyway, so they're injecting plasma into their faces.
Yeah, and they're giving themselves the HIV from it.
So they're just not. They're using reusing needles.
There's something in there in that place that's fucking dirty, and
not just their concept.
No.
Didn't know you could get HIV from a terrible business plan, but I guess that's a thing. Someone should have told Zima.
What other terrible business plan can give you HIV? Like if you're in
whoever came up with Cop Rock. I'm pretty sure everybody in that cast got HIV from that terrible script.
I think it was the audience.
No, because I watched it and I'm fine.
Don't you have surgery coming up?
I do have surgery coming up.
To get the HIV out.
It's HIV removal. Well, here we go. Bringing the Dyson.
Yeah, you know the air blade actually has blades in it?
Actually has blades in it?
Cuts
right through the HIV. That's the slogan. They get the guy, the Swedish guy in the turtleneck with the guns.
All these years of development had led to the HIV blade.
Who knew that HIV could be sliced and diced and julienned?
And then served on a potato. It's very fresh.
It's very fresh.
It's vegan.
Ugh.
Okay. Speaking of vegan.
Oh, wow.
Are you familiar with the concept of a meal train? It's a website that people could sign up for if they're going through some shit, like maybe there's a death in the family or someone just gave birth. So it's like, hey, we can share this with our friends. It's kind of like a GoFundMe, but with food.
It's kind of like we need casseroles. Like when someone dies, they bring over a bunch of casseroles.
So you can pick
something you could just throw in the oven.
So you can pick some days and say, okay, I'm going to bring you, spaghetti meatballs this day. So I got your meal covered for this day. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So it's just designed like
when you said meal train, I thought it was like one of those places where the food comes on a train.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
There's one in Naperville. We should go and film it. See if they'll let us film it.
So you don't understand. We both just had babies. We need this meal train. Well, I have a couple friends that just had a baby 5 days ago, and they have a meal train. It's very sensible. The only restriction they have on there is that the husband doesn't eat fish, and they're asking for meals that could be frozen or gift cards so they could pick something up when they're going to or from the hospital.
Well, now you're just asking for people to buy you dinner.
Sure.
There's a difference between I'm going through. First of all, you shouldn't be so fucking picky. Like the fish, is it an allergy?
I don't know.
Okay.
I can feel you getting a little agitated about this, but just wait till you hear about this couple before you start raging.
I'm just saying, I don't have time to go get anything. I don't have. Just give me Chick-fil-A fucking, cards, and then I'll go get it. It's like, then go get your own Chick-fil-A. It's like, that's the point.
Sounds like you just have no room for love in your heart.
That's it.
Because all of the HIV is in there.
Oh, the HIV.
So a couple that was expecting their first baby, they put on a certain amount of, we'll go ahead and call them demands. I'm just going to read the about section that was written by the husband.
Okay.
I'm not going to get into the special instructions just yet, but it's pretty great. As a father-to-be, I'm teetering on a fence of emotions. On one side is joy and excitement, of course, but on the other side is a great deal of fear. One of the things I'm most afraid of is not getting a great deal of sleep, and as a result, not being in the best frame of mind to offer my wife the support she needs to recover from the childbirthing process. That's why I'm putting together this meal train, or, quote, mental health check-in train, or, quote, do you need any help today train? A meal would be awesome. If you feel comfortable reaching out before you arrive to see if we might need anything else, that'd be even more awesome. Yeah, like, can you...
You want to do a CVS stop?
You know...
I am all out of razors. Can you make sure you get the Schick ones with the 5 blades and the cool handle? Not that one.
I just don't have time to wait for them to open up the little protective case.
Yeah,
and
I don't have time for that.
If you could just go...
It seems like people are exploiting the goodwill of others. What? In this world?
Neither of us are particularly extroverted or easy with direct asks for assistance, but having some postpartum support prearranged will serve our comfort levels as we move into this new phase of our existence.
He just wrote a 2-paragraph statement about how he's asking for help, but he's not comfortable with it.
Check out the special instructions section for important drop-off and visit information, as well as a collection of meal and snack ideas.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. This dude is super full of himself. There were over 30 very specific meals with recipes, including things like lentil sausage and chard, lamb meatball stew with orzo, chicken soup with white beans and kale. these fuck you meals that's like, oh, this is going to take like an hour and a half to make. You know, we just had a baby. Could you make it?
Yeah.
Also, my dry cleaning really needs to get picked up.
Oh, my God.
Ooh, but before that, it really needs to get dropped off.
Right.
And they take payment when you drop it off.
So bring me a receipt. Make sure you bring me a receipt, though.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I fucking trust you.
Yeah. I just want to know that you're actually being a good person.
It's the worst.
Oh, my God. Their least favorite meals. Alex really dislikes mashed potatoes. But again, this isn't necessarily about food. Text me and check in. Maybe come visit. Vacuum. Wash some dishes. Walk the dog. That will nourish us as much. Also,
shut the fuck up. How to lose your friends in one letter. Our gutters haven't been touched in years.
You ready for the special instructions section?
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. It gets better.
You should have left this till the end. Get all fucking pissed with the rest. I'll be talking about this the entire show.
That's fine.
What? What is it? What?
Quote-unquote meal train is loose. We're looking for a check-in train to have people check in on us to see if we need or want anything as we acclimate to the new routine. That might mean a meal or some snack staples, yes, or it may mean stopping by and walking the dog or doing some dishes or simply bringing your smile and some conversation. Text me on your day and I can let you know what we need. If we could use some food but prefer no distractions, I'll put a big white cooler in our side yard.
And please make sure you park in the servants' entrance. We don't want to see your ugly looking car in our front. And when you enter the door, males, there'll be a series of tuxedos for you to put on.
Mm-hmm.
As far as women, we have a few lacy aprons and black dresses for you to put on. And please don't forget the little hat. It makes all the detail.
And would it really kill you to put on some makeup? Like, I can't eat around you if you're not going to try.
And ladies, your name will be Edith, and men, your name will be Smedley.
If there's more than one of you at a time, you will be ranked numerically by the order of which you perform.
And when, you're free to stay for dinner, just make sure you please eat downstairs.
Also, don't use any of our good silverware. We have some plastic stuff that we reused from last summer.
If you're wondering how to act, please watch these clips from Downton Abbey that I have. Otherwise, the entire movie Gosford Park is available on Netflix.
Also, I don't want you to watch the show at my house, so go home and buy the series on Blu-ray so you can really get the details of how much you're screwing up.
But we don't want to be a bother. Thank you.
Great, thank
you.
Ding.
Oh,
you're so good to us.
Thank you.
You're so generous.
I also have this bell that you may hear from time to time.
Mm-hmm. And I want you to fucking book it when you hear it, Samantha.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Ugh, fucking people suck.
So yeah, when you put together a meal train of, hey, we're gonna be spending 8 hours a day in the hospital. If you could maybe throw a lasagna in our fridge, that'd be great.
My mom had a friend who.
Oh, he said had. Ooh.
Yeah. My mom had a friend.
Now she's alone.
And now she's by herself. No, had a friend who did not have Netflix.
Okay.
So my mom gave her Netflix to use.
That's the worst idea.
I know. Then one day, my mom stopped using the credit card that she had it on and had to switch it over.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Netflix was off. The last time my mom had talked to this friend was the day that they set up the Netflix. The next time that my mom talked to this friend was the day that the friend called to let my mom know that the Netflix was off. And my mom thought, I've not talked to this woman since I gave her the Netflix.
14 years.
I told her, oh, I'm not doing it yet. I'm waiting for something. I'm going to do it, but I'll get to it. A month or so later, she got another phone call.
Jesus.
Have you done the Netflix? It's like, what is the matter with you? Find somebody else.
Or spend the $12.
Spend the $12. But good can God.
Or find someone else. Go halvesies, and you can each spend $6.
There you go.
It's called Buy a Friend.
Then you're both connected through Netflix.
Speaking of being connected, how many people do you have on your Instagram?
I don't have an Instagram.
So
I mean,
you
I
have
have one.
So 0. So you can't even relate to our this person, this innocent victim.
I have an Instagram. I just don't use it.
That's what losers say.
I don't know.
I don't have that many followers.
People keep asking me, when are we going to get an Instagram? Even my agent made a comment about social network, and I go, people get in so much trouble.
Because they post stupid things.
I know.
Just don't post stupid
right,
things.
But what's okay today may be stupid a year or two from now.
Don't make any declarative statements like, 10 years ago, you'd be like, these gays, am I right? Probably a bad idea.
Well, that's probably not going to happen, but I'm just saying.
You're not going to post about, these gays? Are you sure?
Yes, I'm positive.
Really? Because you have a manifesto all over the walls here.
Listen, do not talk about the manifesto.
I just feel like everyone should know about it.
It's not done. They'll all know it when it's done.
The last page is, kidding.
They read it now, they're going to be like, God, he's crazy.
Oh, it's like getting through the first 2 Lord of the Rings books and go, that story was stupid. It didn't go anywhere.
Did you read the third one?
It's
not done. The king returns. They're like, when's that guy coming back? In the third book. It's literally called Return of the King. God.
You know what? I do see the other chapters in the dining room.
Yeah.
I'm my bad.
It's entitled Chickens Coming Home to Roost. Used to be called You'll All Be Sorry. I thought that was too hard.
Yeah, it's a little on the nose.
It's a little on the nose. I like the idea of the chickens.
There's going to be a foreword that's just an excerpt of Mein Kampf.
I had to take that book off of the... So...
we revisiting that book?
I have a copy.
Yeah, framed.
In a
shadow box on the wall.
In a box.
With a spotlight.
In a covered box.
In a shadow box.
Because we had to read it in high school.
Mm-hmm,
we didn't have to read it.
Yeah, exactly.
But
chose to.
For the extra credit. Like
for gym class.
For
just
shop.
A really racist teacher.
It was for shop. What?
Oh.
No. No, in the history you said anyone who reads it and does a report on it could get an extra letter grade. And I was like, well, crap. And I remember my dad went had to go to like University of Chicago bookstore.
Yeah, we there was a whole bit of this.
Oh, we talked about this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well,
but I had to take it off the shelves because people come in, they look at your books, and it's off-putting.
So you had it on your shelf this whole time.
It was a book. It's right next to the flowers in the attic.
Of Mice and Men,
Mein Kampf. Grapes of Wrath. Flowers in the Attic. I took it off the shelves.
Some say it's the final book in the Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe series that we never got.
What a preachy book.
A little heavy-handed. I wouldn't have gone there.
Yeah.
Just like the idea of your book report. Yeah, seems all right. Okay, Patrick, you have to write more than that. You can't. That's not.
No, I wrote. Some people think that the opening line was. Some people think that Adolf Hitler had issues. After reading this book, you would be absolutely correct. And then my teacher goes, "I believe you." He goes, leave it on the desk. He goes, but I believe you.
Did he ever actually read the whole thing, or
I don't know?
Because you could have started with he had so many issues. First issue, didn't kill enough Jews.
Right now.
Second issue,
didn't read this book.
What about the Egyptians? Maybe they gotta go. But the pyramids? Who's on crack doing that shit?
Didn't read this book. Extrapolated all the hateful things from what I already knew.
Okay, here's how I would have done it. This is the OJ version if I did it.
But yeah, I was just like, ooh, good. Yeah, that's coming out. Only book I have out right now. This hasn't made it.
It's the Quran.
No, it's the selected works of Robert Louis Stevenson.
That's what I said. He didn't write the Quran?
Yeah. Treasure Island, Kidnapped, the Quran.
It's a great trilogy.
It's a great.
Well, a little wordy.
You
kind of have to. You lose the characters.
First two I understood. Yeah. Third one I couldn't get a word of it.
No. The adaptation's going to be rough. So an Instagram influencer.
Anyway.
I named Jessie Taylor is a 21-year-old that likes to post selfies and photos of herself in a bikini on her account. She's been dealt with a tragedy. Her Instagram account with over 100,000 followers was deleted.
Oh
no!
What'd she do?
She just posted pictures of herself, and they interview her, so you can't really get a full sense of what happened. But people were reporting her account as spam, saying that she didn't have skills for a normal job. She said she didn't have the skills for a normal job, and she was trying to be a, quote, a fucking better person.
Okay.
It wasn't reported from posting nasty photos. It was reported from having haters. So she's just a victim of haters, Patrick.
Well, what's the reason that you can have your Instagram deleted?
Because it got mass reported for spam. So it was like
people they didn't see any reason for it to be there. Because I figure all of the people's Instagrams are usually just look at me, look at this, look at that. So what did she do though?
She's just a great person. Here's the thing. She made $500,000 from her account over the last 3 years, and she said, well, that money doesn't last. You go to the Gucci store a few times, you pay a couple months of rent. I'm not rich like I used to be. Here's the thing. She's previously faced controversy, which she didn't even want to talk about on the record. However, she did say that she apologizes for her trouble with law enforcement and the stream of her online making racist comments.
Oh, well, there you go. There it is.
I wanted to lead you with the spend all the money at the Gucci store, then, by the way, she's racist. Jesus. That wasn't from the bottom of my heart.
She could be president.
At the time, I didn't have that many followers, so I thought if I say this, maybe I can get more followers.
Oh, so now it's heartfelt and not at all self-aggrandizing. By the way, I need more followers.
Mm-hmm.
This money doesn't last, people.
It feels like everyone is after me for no reason. What is their legit reason for not liking me? They've never met me in person. How can you hate me from a computer? How can you write a paragraph about someone and hate them so much after just seeing a video of them?
Ask Lori Laughlin's daughter.
I was going to say, it's like she's asking, how can you hate someone from a computer? And it's like, you
ever read a comment section ever?
Well, not only that, but do you remember the video of you making racist comments, hating on people?
from a computer.
From a computer. And, you know, she's worked her way up from being a really upstanding member of society because she worked as a stripper for 3.5 years.
Oh, okay.
And she said that during that...
Strippers need love, too.
Absolutely.
They deserve a certain amount of respect for the craft.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. No more to that?
No.
No, okay.
That's my statement for today.
This means it's within the last 2 weeks, Patrick met a stripper, and he said, "Hey, you should listen to my podcast." And now we're recording this. He's like, "Oh no, I don't want Cinnamon to hate me."
I was thinking cinnamon. Or Chablis.
But she goes by Chabliss.
She goes by Chabliss in her real life.
The time she spent working as a stripper gave her thick skin, but that she still can't understand why people dislike her as much as they do. Wait. I'm not a hateful person. I'm a Sagittarius.
Oh my God. She's one of... Listen, I had somebody the other day say that the reason they were being bitchy was because Mercury is in retrograde.
Were they being serious? Because that's kind of like the go-to making... Like, I say that as like you cut me off. Mercury must be retrograde.
I also heard that travel is bad because Mercury is in retrograde.
Travel's bad because 3 sections of my commute are under construction, and it rained on the way here.
Well, no, but I mean like air traffic, you know, and air I don't know what that would do.
Well, I think they have to fly around Mercury because it's in the way now.
Oh, okay.
That's what they mean by retrograde.
I just thought it was like wearing like bell bottoms and walking around ironically with a Walkman. Even
but in like 3rd grade.
Yeah. Retrograde. Sorry, going back to kindergarten. You're in retrograde.
I don't get jealous. I can't relate to hateful and jealous people because I've never been a hateful, jealous person.
Except for all those racist things I said. Technically, I didn't hate them.
My friends say I can't just say exactly what I think of people. Well, well, why the fuck not?
Because it gets you in trouble.
Yeah, she said that people might have a problem with the way she, quote, keeps it too real. You have a problem with this Sagittarius keeping it too real, or are you just a hater? Are you some kind of Sagittarius real keeping ass motherfucker hater?
Mr. President, we need to talk to you about this Adolf Hitler gentleman.
Oh, I don't really want to.
Well,
I don't want to right now.
We have some.
Look at this. There's birds out there.
I know, but we need to talk to you about this Adolf Hitler gentleman.
Okay. What is he coming in?
Our intelligence say that he's a Sagittarius.
Oh, that explains a lot. That explains a lot.
That explains all the hating and the keeping it real.
Yeah, no, he keeps it way so...
He keeps it way real.
Yeah,
but we're worried that he's going to start a world war.
What, are you a Virgo or something? You being kind of a bitch now?
Well, technically Mercury is in retrograde, but that really has nothing to do with the fact that there is going to be a world war, and it's all going to be...
Typical Virgo behavior, am I right?
Listen.
Because it's always the end of the world with you. Everything's the end of the world with you.
Well, you know what? We can't have all this like Pisces like attitude towards life that everything's going to go well. I mean,
I became president. I guess it went well.
But you're in a wheelchair.
Yeah. So I don't have to stand all day and listen to you blather on.
Typical Pisces. Typical Pisces.
How about you go on, get out of here, little bitch. I will run over your toes.
That is so unpresidential. That is the most unpresidential thing that's ever going to be said by a president.
Well, I set the bar pretty high.
It's never going to get any worse than that.
Even from down
run
here.
Run over your toes, you little bitch. That is the worst possible thing that anyone could ever say. Unless Mercury is in retrograde again later on, and then that must be the reason.
It's not in retrograde. It got held back at retrograde.
Mercury's so stupid. Not graduating this year.
Mercury is taking assisted math.
In fact, it's going back to be a freshman because it's in retrograde.
You wouldn't understand. I'm a Sagittarius.
Listen, as a Virgo, you wouldn't understand.
Listen, you may be born in December, but you're definitely a Cancer.
God.
So
Do you believe in that crap?
in cancer, yeah, it kills a lot of people all the time, Patrick.
Horoscope
wow,
stuff.
I can't even believe you're like, no, you're like a cancer denier.
Horoscope stuff.
Oh no, I'm cool. I don't care. remember, like, what was that? 2 seasons ago we covered when they added a 13th one.
Yes.
And notice how nothing changed.
Nothing did.
Well.
Actually, though, it is a good. So
We do have global warming now.
astrology for me is when you answer the phone and you're like, hey, just so you know, my battery's running low. Like, probably really is running low. It's just like I just don't want to talk very long.
Yeah.
But that's the blow off for like anybody you don't ever want to like get into a relationship with, date. It's like, well, what's your horoscope? And they're like, a Pisces. Oh, I can't deal with Pisces. You see, I'm a Taurus, and you got to hope that they just don't know enough about it.
What if she's really into it and she's like, oh my god, I understand. We shouldn't even be in the same bar.
You're right. You should leave.
Yeah. One of us has to go. You know what?
Well, I'm a Taurus, so I'm very stubborn, so I'm going to stay.
You know what? I'm going to go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for coming in here. Thank you.
That's my favorite, because when people always ask me, they're like, oh, well, what's your sign? I'm like, Taurus. They're like, oh, stubborn. I'm like, no, I'm not. There's really nothing you could do that would change my mind.
It's like, what's your sign? Slow kids playing. I mean, if we're going to be honest.
Stop. But it's, outlined in white, so it's optional.
So she said that her Instagram account being deleted felt like a murder. And the person who was instrumental in taking it down posted screenshots and bragged about it. I felt like a homicide. Like somebody murdered me and then went on to say, I murdered this girl. I called the police actually and told them about this, and they said you can't compare a murder to this. And I was like, no, that's exactly what it felt like.
Some people should just be like, I don't know, put to sleep. Be like, nope, too stupid. Too stupid.
I don't understand what your problem is. She's got a lot of strong points. I feel like she just isn't being listened to.
Are there any influencers that you like follow online? Like you look at this person, and you're like, oh, okay, I'll try that.
I don't follow any influencers. I follow a lot of like comedians who post on social media. So you could technically make the argument they are influencers, even though that's not their sole purpose.
Because Steven knows somebody who gets got 150,000 followers. So occasionally, he'll get this is a stand-up desk. Use the stand-up desk. You can get one for free, and just post about it a bunch and everything like that. We actually got talk about fake ass crap. We got a Christopher needed a mattress. So we got a mattress. So we got a letter in the mail from the mattress company offering $30 refund if we gave a 5-star rating on Amazon.
How much did the mattress cost?
That was a couple $100.
You should have asked for a $50. $10 per star.
Yeah, right? But my question is, because I thought it was immoral. I'm like, no.
Oh, it's definitely immoral. They are literally paying you for reviews.
Yeah.
They're paying you $30 to leave a 5-star review.
My sister, who's the avid churchgoer, mind you, goes, I don't see a problem with that. I mean, fine, I'll do it. Give me the money. And I'm like, you need Jesus.
Well, Jesus needs $30.
Apparently needs
Jesus
$30.
needs gas money.
But I was like, no. I go, that's wrong. Unless you felt compelled. There's nothing wrong with the mattress. It's a good mattress.
Yeah.
But it's not I'm not compelled to go, because technically you should always rate your crap, because if you rate your stuff on Amazon, they'll start to see that you're rating a bunch of stuff, and you can get free stuff.
Yeah.
Pat got the
you're
Amazon
a
Echo
power user.
Way before it came out to try. And that's fun, but at the same time, though, my biggest thing is I'm not just going to rate crap just for the, if I really liked it, I really enjoyed it, okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, what am I supposed to do? The microphone that I'm using right now? Be like, oh my God, you guys.
It does what it's intended. Yeah. It's great.
My review is I didn't send it back. Positive.
Although I will say, with more of service-based things, so like going to get an oil change or anything like that, I will go out. I will make sure I take a moment to leave a positive review when I have a good experience, because when it comes to service-based,
oh yeah,
services,
that helps. When Chili's goes, hey, do me a favor, send it.
I don't care about Chili's.
Well, I'm just saying.
I'm talking like go get an oil change, stuff like that. Like, I don't care
Well,
about.
I'm saying it helps the server, and if the server was good, then they'll get something for it.
Here's your review. Get a different job. Boom, roasted.
I love the fajitas.
Boom, roasted. Boom, Fiesta roasted.
But they give you a little thing to you just put it in right there.
Can't do it.
No, you
No,
want it?
I refuse.
Terrible.
That's my struggle.
And I feel like it was a murder.
So, are you familiar with Axe body spray?
Yes.
Do you fuck with it?
No.
Did you?
I knew your next question was going to be, do you utilize it in any way, shape, or form? But I did not.
You didn't think I'd keep it real? Hey, I'm turning my chair around.
I laugh my ass off when people go, oh, I fuck with that. And I'm just like, because fucking Preston says it all the time. And I'm just like, Preston, just stop. Just stop. Well, you gonna go to Portillo's? Yeah, I fuck with some Portillo's. No, we're gonna eat it. We're gonna eat some Portillo's.
Oh yeah, you're gonna eat it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Anyway, do I fuck with it? No.
Okay. Did you used to fuck with it?
No.
Well, that's just one less way your life can be saved.
Oh, okay.
See,
I was never an Axe body spray individual. I did deodorant, and I used to wear cool water.
Is that like you just? I took hot showers.
No, it was a cologne.
Yeah, it was like hot water.
That's what you wore. Cool water is what you wore when you were in like high school, like going into college.
Back in those retrogrades.
Yes. It was post Dracar Noir.
God, what was that fucking one from? There was one in college that a lot of people were using, and I don't think it was Dracar Noir.
Aquadigio?
No.
Aquadigio I would wear until every girl started telling me I smelled like their ex-boyfriend, Travis. You know,
they all dated Travis? You just follow him around?
All was Travis. But no, they and everything like that. It wasn't until I found Fahrenheit by Dior. That's what I wear. And that stuff's great.
Well,
Women enjoy that one.
In the UK, they don't call it Axe over there. They have to brand it as Lynx. Have you seen Lynx? Lynx.
Okay.
So it's Axe body spray, but that's the brand they have to sell it under in UK.
They call it Axe?
Don't know. It's not really part of the story.
Oh, okay.
This part of the story is a UK schoolboy who almost drowned and was in a coma woke up after smelling his favorite Lynx deodorant. So he was in a coma. He was almost drowned, in a full-on coma. Nothing they did was waking him up.
Tommy! Tommy, wake up! Tommy! Hold on. Right in the face.
Tommy! Stop screaming!
It's the deodorant. The deodorant woke him up. He remembered the smell that he got from Grandma for Christmas. He sprayed me in the face. I can't see. The coma made him blind.
Timmy, can you see me?
No!
See me!
No!
Open your heart and your eyes.
I don't want to.
Look at me.
It's burning.
Are you supposed to be in here?
Why do I smell like Travis? Before he started wearing Aqua do you work for the hospital? No. Just go around saving lives with Lynx body spray.
I couldn't import it, so I had to buy the local stuff.
You're welcome.
Also, probably put some ice on that face.
Yeah, you want to get some water. You want to flush the eyes. Get it to an eye station right away.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have a broken nose. 'Cause I hit him real hard.
See you later, Timmy. That one was for me. That was for Travis.
That was my payment. 13-year-old Casper Krause
Oh, poor guy.
almost drowned while paddling with friends in a boat.
Well, I'd hope so.
He was rushed to the hospital
Was a
where he,
bicycle gonna be a problem?
where he remained in a coma for 3 weeks. Everything was tried to wake him up, and it wasn't until his mom, Willetta, sprayed the deodorant that he opened his eyes.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, Casper!
Don't do that. That stuff's expensive.
I'm sorry, I'll stop. Yeah, you shut up, bitch. Stop spraying me in the eyes. You bitch.
That stuff's expensive.
I just like the idea of everyone hearing, oh my god, this kid almost drowned. He sprayed some Axe body spray on him and he woke up. So, and every like first aid kit for lifeguards, they pull someone out of the water, they start performing CPR, they're not
It's
working.
not working. Hold on.
No, he just sprays it in his face like, this should work.
Shake.
You get another lifeguard over. Okay, come help me. Okay. You both spraying him in both eyes.
Get another type. I don't know the Axe body spray types.
Winter green.
Is there a winter green?
I don't know.
You know you use
Unicycle. Get the unicycle, bro.
Axe body spray unicycle.
We don't need 2
ladies-
wheels.
The ladies go crazy.
The other wheel's your dick.
Oh, Lord.
Speaking of horse shit.
Axe body spray horse shit. The other horse is your dick.
Do you ever wonder what happened to the 1997 Kentucky Derby winner Silver Charm?
Oh, my God, every day.
He is the great-great-grandson of the famed War Admiral.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. He's a pretty great horse. And thankfully, due to a stupid artist named Coleman Larkin, you can buy a perfectly preserved horse turd.
Oh, that's nice.
It's cast in resin in a jar, and it's an actual full-on horse turd for $200. A 16-ounce mason jar with Silver Charm horse dropping preserved and suspended in clear epoxy resin, made in Kentucky by Coleman Larkin and Derby winner Silver Charm. Notice how the artist gets first billing, not the horse that produces it.
Right.
Which I think is just
Well, the artist was
appropriation.
whoever produced the piece of shit last
yeah.
gets top billing.
That is true. That's old school rules of you touched it last.
It's like I have my. I would like to sell you a engraving for $200.
Okay.
This is a limited edition.
Oh, I'm excited.
Copper-based
I'm into it.
Abraham Lincoln
Nice.
engraving. Got Abraham
Oh my
Lincoln
God.
on the front,
That's great.
and it's very small. You could just put it on the shelf, and people will be like, "Oh,
Oh, this is great. I'm excited. What?
Oh.
Let me see this.
it's there you go."
Huh?
Yeah,
It's that's a penny.
it's a penny replica.
Penny replica. What's
Yeah.
the replica about it?
The it's like replicating the penny, but it's an official like one of 20.
That's just a different penny though.
No, I'm sorry. Maybe you just don't understand art. Maybe I'll just take it away.
No. Let's not be so hasty. What is there a serial number so I know which number in the series of 20 this is?
It's 4.
4. Okay.
Yeah,
How can you tell?
Well, we have certificates.
Oh, I'd love to have a certificate.
We'll get one.
That'd be excellent.
That'll be $50 more.
Okay, well, for $50, I expect it to come laminated.
It'll be laminated and embossed.
and embossed?
That's right.
Wow.
I'm the boss of embossing.
Wow, this sounds like a great deal.
Yeah. It'll, it's just $200, $200 and $200.01.
201. Whoa, it just went up in price.
Yeah, because it's limited.
Okay, that makes
limited
sense.
Edition.
That makes sense.
Because now there's only 10.
You sold 9 other ones?
Yep.
To who? I didn't see anyone around.
They're going so fast.
Oh my god.
They're online.
I have to ask my wife if I could buy this.
Go ahead. It might. There's 5 left.
There's 5 left. I have no time. I'm just gonna pull the trigger. I'll buy it. I'll buy it.
$400.01.
$400.01. I don't have that kind of money on me.
Oh, then
I
I'm
can't
sorry.
expect
I'm
it.
gonna have to take this away.
Will you take my child? He's asleep now, but I swear he's going to grow up to be somewhat decent at something.
He's asleep?
He's asleep.
Is it?
He's definitely just... Don't touch him. No! No! Damn it, he's awake forever now.
That'll be $600.01.
Oh, God. No.
That leg spray doesn't come cheap.
I'm going to need some therapy after this. Speaking of therapy, not to date this episode even more, but you know, the finale for Game of Thrones was just last week.
Oh, no. I think we could have gone without the Game of Thrones story.
No, because...
nobody would have known or cared. They would have been like, wait a minute, I read about that Lynx coma thing weeks ago.
So the counselors at bark.com, they were going to make themselves readily available to offer 30 to 60-minute therapy sessions for people who are trying to come to terms with the finale for Game of Thrones. Because it was so traumatic. And if they want to talk out their feelings regarding the ending or receive expert advice on how to deal with the loss of the show. Now, all counselors will be familiar with the show. So they will be able to discuss plot twists and storylines to help their clients digest their interpretation and feelings of the show, which can range from anger, confusion, sadness, and grief.
Hey, you're calling the Game of Thrones Deal With It hotline. This is Steven. How may I help you?
When's Sex in the City coming back?
Oh, this isn't about grief for the show?
What show?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Is that just like a chair? Is this about musical chairs?
Kind of.
Okay, well, I can't play that.
Okay.
I'm in a mobility chair.
Oh, well then.
It's not a game.
Okay.
Why are you insulting me?
You called me.
This isn't something you do in a civilized society.
I don't know.
Making fun of people for being in a mobility chair.
I didn't make fun of you.
I lost my foot in a car accident.
Oh, well, Jamie Lannister lost his hand to an axe.
Are you Jamie Lannister?
I think we're all Jamie Lannister.
No, I'm Meredith.
Oh, okay.
Meredith Dorchester.
Oh, okay.
My mother came over on a boat.
Oh.
It was a luxury yacht because she was a whore.
Arya Stark left on a boat. She is not a whore.
Is she the manager? Can I talk to the manager?
She's the boss, that's for sure.
Okay, well, I'd like to talk to your boss.
You'd like to talk to my boss? Hold on one second.
I don't like this song.
No, that was me walking.
Oh.
Hi, this is Steve's boss. Steve.
Steve, yeah. I'm glad I'm talking to you.
Okay.
I lost my foot in a car accident, and now I'm in a mobility chair.
Have you thought about establishing a meal train?
I can't ride a train.
No, you don't ride a train.
They don't have a way for me to get on the train.
You impose. There's
not even a train stop around me.
You impose on your friend's goodwill.
I'm not imposing. I'm very accommodating. Get other Steve back.
Maybe,
I still don't like this song.
I was walking to the other Steve. Oh, it's Steve here.
Steve.
Yeah.
What do you think about Cersei?
I think the question is, what do you think about Cersei?
She didn't lose her foot in a car accident.
No, but she did have a lot of rocks fall on her. I thought you
Spoiler alert! That's the kind of person I imagine calling a hotline by doing it accidentally. So the NFL draft is coming up.
What was the name of that woman?
Meredith Dorchester.
Meredith Dorchester. Write down Meredith Dorchester. I hope Meredith Dorchester comes back sometime. We had, because the shows are so few and far between, we haven't seen some of our favorite characters.
I think Meredith and Evelyn would get along
Oh
swimmingly.
my god. Ugh.
And we create a 10-hour conversation and just send it to you. Not for anyone else, just to make you listen to it.
Jesus Christ. Both of you shut the yapper. You're just making more work for yourself, but go ahead. Anyway.
Like all this time when you're doing shows elsewhere.
Sorry I was successful. It's not my fault.
So you know how Nashville has become like the Las Vegas of the center of the U.S.?
Yeah.
It's like bachelorette party town. Look at you son of a bitch.
Sorry. I just saw the funniest headline ever. Guy at the front of the Human Centipede doesn't believe in privilege. Anyway, go ahead. I don't see the problem.
So the NFL had the draft in Nashville, and apparently it aggravated a bunch of bachelorette parties that didn't know that there was going to be some football thing going on.
Great. Well, remember the year they had it in Chicago? They also had it the same week as like Comic-Con at C2E2?
Yeah.
That might have been the year before you went.
Yeah.
That might have been it was the worst. Like, we're driving down and what is...
Bachelorette parties everywhere.
No, but it's just like the town is lousy with nerds and also lousy with like jocks, and it's like a terrible.
And you're just walking around as the hot girl, going, ugh.
Everybody's lame, but meh.
Ugh.
Check out my Instagram.
I can't believe it. Oh my god, I got deleted. I got murdered. I like how that's Instagram girls with. I got murdered.
Her voice changed.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I got murdered.
Here are some quotes from some of the bachelorettes themselves. It just changes, like, the crowd. Like, what you're here for. Like, I don't want to hang out with a bunch of football guys. Nope, I'm good. I already have to watch football on Sundays. I don't need to see any more of that. Another woman said that she didn't know what was going on, and she thinks her dad's going to be very disappointed that she didn't know. Another one said, when did they start planning the draft? Because I feel like I just found out about this.
It goes to the mentality of, like, the bachelorette party. And, like, when the bachelorette party comes into, like, a comedy show.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is not for you. Like, you've come to it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is not for you. My new favorite thing, I go out, I'm like, oh, you got a bachelorette party. Everybody, clap for the bachelorette. Okay, that's all the attention you're getting for the rest of the night. From us. Yeah. It's over.
Unless it's to tell you to shut up.
Right.
That's not the only bachelorette news we got going on.
We need a bachelorette news sound cue.
Yeah, it's just a sound cue goes. Bachelorettes.
Oh my god! Take a picture of me by these wigs!
My child's dying!
Bachelorette.
A tornado.
This Bachelorette News is sponsored by Link Spray. Spray him in the face.
A tornado ripped through Dayton, Ohio. And Fox 45 weatherman Jamie Simpson had to, we'll say, sternly remind his viewers that they need to shut up about it because people started to complain on social media that the tornado warning had interrupted the show The Bachelorette.
Oh my god, dude.
He said, just checking social media. We have folks complaining already. Just go back to the show. No, We're not going back to the show,
We
folks.
might die.
This is a dangerous situation, okay? It's your own neighborhood. I'm sick and tired of people complaining about this. Our job here is to keep you safe, and that's what we're going to do.
Bitches.
The tornado caused extensive damage throughout in Dayton, Ohio, but people were just so upset that it interrupted their bachelorette viewing.
So, I have a story about this.
Okay. I can't wait to see if it's about tornadoes, TV shows, or weathermen.
It's about TV shows.
Damn it, I was really hoping for weathermen.
No, this is a TV show. So, Press Your Luck has recently come back to...
is that the No Whammies?
That is the No Whammies.
Okay.
That is an awesome show.
So why can't you just say the No Whammies came back?
Because it's called Press Your Luck. And it's produced by Elizabeth Banks, and it's pretty great.
Well, she's pretty great, so
Yeah, she's
that makes
phenomenal
sense.
on the show. However...
Oh, she's on the show.
Yeah, she's the host.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because
So, like, all the game shows for the summertime always have, like, really good hosts.
There's, like, a whole slew of game shows that came back.
Card Sharks with Joel McHale, which is great. Because it's kind of like Joel McHale is just being paid to be there, and he wants everyone to know it.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be only somewhat cordial to these people.
No, he's great at that.
You know, my favorite was this one guy, totally flamboyantly gay, and he made a comment. He goes, well, as a gay man, and then Joel goes, hold on a second. You're gay? And he's like, shh, don't tell my mom. And he's like, yeah, I won't tell her. But it's so good. At any rate, so when we have Primetime Anytime on Dish Network, so when you go to watch the show, the other one was it wasn't the pyramid, 50,000. It might have been $50,000 pyramid, but with I can't remember who the host was, but one of the contestants was Rob Gronkowski.
Nice.
Which seems to me like that's a loss. That's a big L on a box because he's pretty stupid.
No.
And trying to get him to say any word.
He's smart.
Anyway, nonetheless. So the last 3 minutes of the previous show is on the recording.
Okay.
I've never watched a Bachelorette in my life. All I know is they give out roses, and then they talk about it or something.
Yeah, that you have the same knowledge I do. There's roses and talking a bunch.
This season's Bachelorette, all I know is she's sitting there talking to this guy, and it's just like this. Just... Your line is, I just want to get to know you. Go ahead.
I just want to get to know you.
No, what? Because I didn't want to say a lot. I was like...
She's going into a coma. Help her.
I'm like, is this woman's voice? Did other people just watch an hour of this? I want to bear mace her. I just wish I could bear mace her in the face. I'll link spray her. I don't want to waste the link spray.
Right.
But
That's
will.
Expensive. I'd rather train a bear to wield a mace. That's what you mean, right? A bear mace?
A bear mace. Get in here, Bonzo. Clink.
He's my champion.
He's my champion.
Anytime there's a dispute, I send out my champion, you send out yours.
They bring out the bear mace.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your champion is a poodle?
Yeah. Good luck.
I have a bear mace.
He's got a poodle flamethrower, though. Shit.
Yeah.
Shit. Bonzo, run.
Unicycle.
Did you ever hear about the Amazon distribution center with the robots? And it somehow sent off a can of bear mace and maced the entire factory.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. John Oliver did a whole thing, and it wasn't like the first time, and it definitely wasn't the last because it happened twice.
Sounds like there's a bad boy robot there.
Right, but John Oliver had the best joke. He goes, "So one day when the android bear war begins, just remember that the android started it." But at any rate, it's just the worst. You can't understand a word she says, and for some reason people watch this.
Maybe at that point of the show, she was
having a stroke.
or drunk from all the champagne that it's inevitably set up everywhere on the show, I imagine. I don't know. Isn't it like every scene is probably like a vignette set up with like, oh, okay, well here we got some nice chairs with some nice candles, ooh, and some champagne.
Someone explained to me the Lindsay Lohan show that's out there, and I guess like these people got hammered and they drank everything behind the bar and they were having sex and whatever, and then the voice of reason, Lindsay Lohan, comes in and goes, you guys weren't supposed to drink any of that stuff, and then like admonishes them for like 15 minutes. Because if you want life advice and how to act like a person, you go to Lindsay Lohan.
To be fair, if they're just like, you guys are making bad decisions.
Well,
some
warnings will be good.
She like holds up a picture of her from like 10 years ago. This is me before I started acting like you all just did. You guys are going to turn into this.
She is a disappointment.
And some bats fly out of her armpits.
Yeah. That's what she's literally like the Kid Icarus of like, mainly because Kid Icarus flew too close to the sun and his wings melted. And her face kind of looks like that.
Yeah. And she's overly tanned.
She's one of the. She's a big disappointment. The other one was who's the girl from She's the Man and
Anne Frank.
No, What a Girl Wants.
Amanda Bynes. Same thing.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, pretty close. I've read about both of them.
They both have diaries. Yeah, Amanda. I think Amanda Bynes. She's a disappointment.
I think she had like an actual legit mental breakdown.
I know, but she's not going to act anymore, and that's what's disappointing.
Yeah,
because I think she was hilarious. Even when she had all that, she was like 13, and she was hilarious.
She might have even been younger than that.
God, I don't know.
I think she was like the youngest kid on that show.
She was hilarious. She was great.
And they brought the show back now with Keenan producing it.
Keenan's producing everything. He's utilizing.
Good for him, man.
No, yeah.
He fucking worked his ass off, carried SNL for a while.
And he even said, he's like, I'm not leaving SNL.
Why would he?
He's like, I don't leave that money.
He just gets to show up and have fun?
Yeah. He's not even in that many sketches.
I was going to say, anymore. Is he even, he doesn't even do any writing on that, does he? If he does, it's probably ancillary.
Yeah, I think if he comes up with something and he's like, hey, write this, you know.
He's an idea man.
Because, I mean, he doesn't even do What's Up With That anymore. Like, when they had Bill Hader on, I could have sworn that they were going to do a What's Up With That, because then they could have the Bill Hader character. But even that whole season was relatively disappointing. I recently did a packet, which I don't think will get chosen, because I'll probably be like one of about 1 billion people. But
no, you're cool.
Yeah.
Champ.
But like this past season, like they had John Mulaney and Bill Hader on, and they didn't do a Stefan. It's like, come on, dude. You got Bill Hader on the show. Do What's Up With That? Like, why? I don't know. Why are these difficult things? Bill Hader should win a goddamn Emmy for Barry.
Haven't watched it. Heard it's great.
So good.
You know what else is great? Christopher Fitzgibbon.
I don't know who that is.
Well, he spent $4,000 to have his car lowered, and now he wants the town to pay to have his car fixed because he can't drive over speed bumps anymore. He lowered his Volkswagen Passat so it only has 4 inches of ground clearance, so now he can no longer take his usual route to work through his home village in Ireland, since the village has installed 6-inch speed bumps on various roads. That's an extra 30 miles a day, 150 miles a week, 600 miles a month. He's Australian. 7,000 miles a year. You know I never do the right accent.
I know. What did you say?
Except that one time I nailed that.
You're going to go get like a dialect coach, and you're going to be like, and you're going to do it, and I'll be like, oh my God.
You're going to stop recording and be like, hold on. Are you having a stroke?
Are you okay? Because that's the correct accent.
You accidentally hit it right on, like right to the village even.
Right.
They have their own version.
Their own dialect. That's weird.
You're speaking sign language with an accent.
Right.
All because speed bumps are too high for his car. On top of the extra mileage and driving he's incurring, he also claims to have around $2,500 worth of damage to his car by driving over the speed bumps, and he wants the village to pay for it. The village reported back the speed bumps are not 6 inches high, but rather half the height, just under 3 inches. And Fitzgibbon has gone so far as to say that he feels discriminated against. Saying, I feel discriminated against because I'm driving a modified car. It's lowered, so it's 4 inches off the road, and I'm being denied my right to drive on these roads. I don't think you get your car lowered to that part unless you are trying to drive like an asshole all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So while that local government is doing nothing, thankfully, Governor Doug Ducey of Arizona is getting shit done. Did you hear about this amazing news? This life-changing news?
No.
That Governor Doug Ducey signing a bill legalizing something?
I have not listened and cared about a bill since the guy that did the whole thing for David Copperfield.
We've had a few bills that we've covered since then.
That's my favorite one.
Well, this is going to be up there. Because he signed legislation to remove nunchucks from the list of deadly weapons that are illegal to own in most circumstances.
God, thank you. You don't even realize. I almost nunchucked you, but it was illegal. Now it's not.
Arizona allows people to carry nunchucks to prepare for competition, but supporters say those who practice martial arts shouldn't have to worry that they'll face charges. They say it's highly unlikely someone would use nunchucks to commit a crime.
What's his name?
Doug Ducey.
Governor Doug Ducey.
Mm-hmm. He's a big old Ducey. We dropped a Ducey.
I stand before you today, governor of this great state of Arizona. And I implore you to decriminalize the carrying of nunchucks. That's right. Growing up, young Doug Ducey.
Deuce.
Thank you. Was a fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles forever!
My favorite was Michelangelo.
Why not the girl one?
Because I liked Michelangelo.
That's fair.
He was a lot like me. He was a wisecracker. He loved to shred on his skateboard. He loved pizza. And he loved nunchucks.
Nunchucks.
That's right.
Nunchucks.
We could be taking this time to talk about pay equality,
Boo.
the racial divide,
Boo.
or the impending environmental disaster.
Boo.
But we're not. Because those are lame. Lame. Excuse me a second. It's so hot here in Arizona. It's Lynx. I got it while overseas. It's like X, but it's called Lynx. But we call for you in trying times that people, they want to swing two hard sticks attached by a chain.
Off the chain!
Off the chain. Help us be radical. Help us be tubular. Help us be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Thank you.
Cowabunga Doozy! That'd be a nice campaign slogan. Hi, I'm Governor Doug Ducey. Cowabunga.
Cowabunga.
Dudes.
I, like you, was raised by a rat that taught me karate in the sewer.
Excuse me, Doug. I was raised by a single mother in a duplex.
Same thing.
It's a little different, though.
Same thing. She teach you right from wrong.
Yes.
She made sure that you had pizza sometimes.
Oh, sure.
She helped you. She helped you be ready for your battle against the clandestine order of the ninja called the Foot.
I guess in her own way.
That's right. We're the same.
Can I be the turtle with a gun?
No.
I just feel like range weapons.
You can be Rocksteady.
I want to be Bebo. It's enough to make you want to blow up the world.
I'm Michelangelo, and then some days, on hockey days, I'm Casey Jones. I'm gonna be Casey Jones. I am Casey Jones.
I'm the smart one, so I'm Krang. Carry me around. You're the big suit guy. Carry me.
Carry me.
Mommy's not carrying me.
He's not. Ma. Splinter Ma.
Hey, you rat bitch.
Anyway, you were saying?
Make him carry me and give me pizza. I'm going to hit him with my nunchuck. No, they're not illegal anymore.
They're not illegal anymore.
Ducey says.
Ducey says. Cowabunga Ducey.
It's enough to make you want to blow up the world.
No.
Okay. Maybe not just yet. Because there are little 9-year-old heroes like Ryan Kirkpatrick.
Okay. Sorry. It's my favorite when you're talking about the most serious thing. So I had to put up the Mike Tyson as Spider-Man. Okay, go ahead. You're talking about little Kirkpatrick. Go ahead.
Little Ryan Kirkpatrick is having conversations with his mom about kids who couldn't afford school lunches, and he asked his mom to find out how much his fellow third graders at West Park Elementary School owed. And it was around $75. So the mom took the email and she went to her son and said, "What do you want to do?" And he said, "I guess I can pay for it." So he used his allowance money, which he normally used to buy sports gear or whatever else, and decided to give it to the school to pay for all those the hot lunch program for the kids that had fallen behind. So there's a third grader who realizes,
right,
oh, kids should have real food. Maybe we should, not punish them because their parents are struggling right now.
I have the means to help. So as a person, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, what an idiot!
Like
helping others.
Do you not understand?
Selflessly. Don't
acts
you could have bought some sports gear, you fucking idiot.
What an idiot.
What if you don't have links now and you're going to go into a coma and you're not going to come out?
I know.
Because, the kids around you are fed.
There's a meme I saw where it said they charged $30 million in overdraft fees last year. A bank charged $30 million in overdraft fees. So essentially they took $30 million from people who didn't have money.
Yeah, they bled $30 million from zero.
Yeah. You said you can't get blood out of a stone. Well, guess what?
You get it out of your kidney stones.
That's the thing. It's like, can't we all agree that, like, the kids should be able to eat lunch?
Yeah.
Especially it drives me nuts, especially coming from these, like, low pay, rural towns that are struggling, yet they're like, I did a blackout, one of my blackout scenes where the guy's like sitting, he's like,
but you're like, I caused a blackout, and this town went hungry.
And I was like, look, I could help you, but I won't.
To be fair, I've already caused the blackout. Someone else should have to fix it. I can't do everything.
I started the problem. You want me to fix it? No. But the whole thing was, he's like, I don't understand. He goes, it's a wall to keep it safe. I mean, I'll pay extra to keep it safe. And then she's like, the wife in the scene goes, don't take this bridge. This thing is, I swear to God, this thing is like one day away from like falling down. She's like, you're just going to have to go the long way. I can't drive over this bridge. And he's like, psh, someone should fix that. I'm not paying for it. Blackout.
Yeah, so he was just it's just a really nice thing that a 9-year-old managed to do for his friends. At first he did it anonymously, but it was somehow got out that it was him. He said, I want them to realize people actually think about them because you're not just bragging about stuff. I want them to feel happy someone cares about them.
Yeah. Wow, look at that.
Someone raised a monster.
Right. He went on to be Doug Ducey, governor of Arizona.
Nunchucks for everyone!
Did you see the video with like the guy who was like harassing? So is harassing a black guy who went and opened, like, he basically grabbed the door at the apartment and he just like, I don't recognize you, blah, blah, blah. And then the kid.
Oh, yeah.
His kid is like begging and pleading with him.
Yeah, he's like, no, Dad, I believe him.
He's like, you don't want, please, you don't want to. I'm like, I honestly think that there's a whole generation of, I think there's like a whole generation of kids, because like when you talk to like parents when they're like, I don't want these trans people using the same bathroom as blah blah blah, my daughter, because they of course they have to be deviants.
Right.
I go, but then you ask their daughter, I go, hey, you give a damn? And she's like, no.
Yeah.
And I was like, so you care? She doesn't.
Because
she's the one that's going to be in the room.
You can't help but think of gross things.
I go,
maybe we should keep you out of the bathroom.
At least there's hopefully there's a hope for a generation of people who are like, yeah, let's give, let's give.
But the most important thing to remember with the next generation is that you can't let Axe body spray go out of business.
No.
It has already saved one life. Who else will it save?
Who else?
You could be next.
You axe not
what your links
what
can
you do for you, but what you can do for your links.
Nunchucks across America.
Nunchucks for everyone.
Across America.
Nunchucks for life.
It's none. Why do you keep saying an M? You're not 7 anymore.
Nunchucks.
Nunchucks.
Almost nunchucks.
No, it's like
you don't even realize.
No, but there's like a fucking like an old lady and she's throwing things. Nunchuck. Yeah, nunchuck.
I don't want to confuse for that. This is not a nun throwing things.
Well,
This is the ancient.
She'll throw these things.
The ancient martial arts weapon, the nunchuck.
You son of a bitch.
It's cold.
They're okay. Sorry, but they're delicious. They're nummy.
No.
Nunchucks. No.
Chuck.
What kind of beef is that?
Oh, it's a chuck.
No.
Chuck.
Aren't you glad we came back?
I'm so glad we came back.
Got that nunchuck business out of the way.
Yeah, right?
Now we can do the show. So Joe Episcopo's back in the news.
Well.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
But wouldn't it be great if he were?
Oh, my God.
What's he up to?
What's Joe? He was super muscular for a time.
Yeah, you can't deny the gains.
Right.
He had huge gains. I don't know why we ever let that treasure go.
I don't know.
Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me.
I was wrong.
Okay, that's not part of the song.
No. Anyway, is that going to do it for this week?
That'll do everything.
Oh, my God. Tell them where they can find us online.
You can find us individually on Twitter at PatrickNewsom42.
That's me.
Maybe if he starts posting and then 4 years from now go, remember that one time you said bikes? What about those? And you're like, hey, we call bicycles, you idiot.
It said, bikes murdered all those children. And I'll be like, but I didn't post about it, so I'm ahead of the game.
At Hungry as a Bear, that's me.
Rawr.
You can find the entire DVM production empire at the DVMPE. You can find us at Stupid Tweeting, or you can find us on iTunes, on Spotify. Please tell your friends all about us.
iHeartRadio.
I forgot about that.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, you can find us on a multitude of platforms. So if you...
It's a multitude.
A multitude. At least more than 2, but less than 98 of them. So on one of those, find us, share us with a friend. And if you can...
Buy some Axe body spray.
Buy some Axe body spray. You never know when you're going to need to save someone.
That's right.
Just as a precaution to make kids not drown, you could spray them in the face and then push them in the pool.
You may smell like a douchebag, but you're going to save a life.
Mm-hmm. That's a living bag. You don't want to be a dead bag.
No, just a douchebag.
Cowabunga.
Cowabunga, dude. All right, that's going to do it for this week. Join us hopefully next week.
Next time, at least.
Next time. For Stupid Talking Stupid, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear.
And we'll talk to you later.